Hi everybody from Olympia, Washington, which is the capital of the state of Washington. We are here at the beautiful, magnificent Korean War Memorial. I'm very happy because it was forecasted to rain in Seattle, but it's beautiful, the weather's beautiful. And I am here with Grandpa Jerry, who is the president of the Korean War Veterans Association. He drove really far from almost near Canada to come here. So I'm very, very grateful, thank you. And I am here with the state commander of the VFW, Commander John Bradford. So thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Before we start the ceremony, I'm going to ask you some questions as we give them a tour of the memorial. So shall we?
Sure.
So Grandpa Jerry, since you're the president of the Korean War Veterans Association here, can you tell us a little bit about the veterans population currently?
In the state of Washington?
In the state of Washington.
No, I can't. Probably that. You could do that, Commander, could you?
Really?
It's around 22,000
Of the Korean War veterans?
of Korean War veterans.
Oh, wow. I did see that there were 122,000 from the state of Washington that went to Korea, and I am very sad to say that 535 did not return home, and their names, these are their names, right? Of those who were killed in action. Am I correct?
You're correct.
And the whole purpose of my travel is, of course, to honor Korean War veterans and veterans, of course, of all wars. But I have a special heart for my Korean War veterans because, it does say the forgotten here, but I always say, it's not, you're not forgotten, right?
That's correct.
I know Colonel Weber of the Korean War Memorial Foundation, he always says it's the forgotten victory. And so what I'm hoping to do is our nation's capital, the memorial there, to have the names of the 36,000 that were killed in the Korean War and the 8,000 that are still unaccounted for. So we're going to start our ceremony soon, but as you can see, these statues look very, very similar to the one in Washington, D.C. Right? Do you know maybe the story behind the memorial?
Not behind this memorial, no.
But the quick little facts that I know is that in 1989, the state legislature decided that this would be a very fitting place to honor Korean War veterans, and it was dedicated in July 24th, 1993. I have to point out that I have seldom seen a memorial with all the flags like this other than so it looks strikingly similar to the one in Washington, D.C., but what I think is extremely significant is that it is at the state capitol. It's literally, next to the state capitol building. And I remember in Australia, in Canberra, where the capital is located, across was the War Museum and Memorial, and all along that road were memorials of different wars. And my Australian grandpa said that it's to remind the elected officials that when they make decisions to go to war, that they will remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. So I feel like the state of Washington is sharing that sentiment as well.
Just to the caveat to what you're saying, you have to understand that we've lost quite a few men after the truce was signed. So those must be remembered as well.
That's correct. Because as you know, even though they're talking peace right now, the Korean War is still going on. It's never been signed where it's a done deal. And so there's been a lot of soldiers since the actual truce that have died in the name of freedom, both Americans and Koreans.
And they're called the Korea Defense Veterans, no?
That's right.
'Cause
That's
they're
correct.
still defending peace and security and stability on the peninsula.
What was the? Can you recall the number approximately? That was about around the neighborhood between 500 and 1,000 men that were killed after the truce was
Oh,
signed.
wow.
About
Oh, wow.
See, they should be up here as well.
That is true. And I'm hoping that their names will be on the Wall of Remembrance as well. Did you say that you have something for the Wall of Remembrance?
Yes, in fact, I thought that it would be a nice gesture since you have gone through all the trouble traveling throughout other nations and also that you plan to go to other states and go before their monuments as well. And I'd like to present for and on behalf of both the state of Washington and the Korean War Veterans Association a mirror.
So this, I think Ben Franklin, our founding father, will be very happy to see that that there will be names of, I think, on behalf of Washingtonians, right? Or do you call them Washingtonians?
Washingtonians.
Washingtonians that will be on the Wall of Remembrance. So this I take with me as an encouragement. It's not for me. It's for the Wall of Remembrance. I will send it to Colonel Weber of the Korean War Memorial Foundation. So thank you so much. I hope that more Americans, as I move along to the next 44 states, will be moved to make some contribution, whether it's $1, to honor those who really could not come home and fought for our freedom. So we're going to start the ceremony, the wreath laying, very shortly, and so please continue to follow me. This is my state number 6 of my 50 state, 70 city, 90-day journey across America to honor veterans and promote peace. So remember 77.org. Thank you. I'll sing with you. Ready? 아리랑 아리랑 고개로 넘어간다. 버리고 가시는 심리도 못 가서 발병난다. Yay. Do you know that was the march song for the 8th Army? Right? It was the official march song for the...
Was it?
Yes.
Awesome.
Because every Korean War veteran in every country knows that song.
Absolutely.
It's like
even in North
even
Korea.
in North Korea, yes. Even in North Korea.
Yeah,
So maybe one day we'll all sing together, holding
It's
hands.
just that it's a folk song, and it just that brings back memory. He took off from his wife and started marching away. And then that's the story. That then he decided to come back. She says, "Forget it. No more." I don't.
Wow.
An out pinion.